Tutorial I'm going to discuss aliasing and anti-aliasing. So what exactly mean by aliasing and what are different methods of removing that aliasing. So first of all, aliasing. So whenever we are using any algorithm to draw a line or circle or to draw any object, in case of computer graphics, we are getting some jagged or staircase effect. So that staircase, this is nothing but those are the staircase effect. So that occur during the display of graphics primitive. It is called as aliasing. So whenever we are using any algorithm like DDA or resonance for line drawing or circle drawing algorithms, so at that time the pixels we are plotting, because pixels we have to use some integer value or integer address for the pixels. We cannot put the fraction part, and because of that the pixels are somewhat jagged or they cannot be displayed in a straight line. So because of that we are getting some jagged or staircase effect. So that is called as aliasing. Now to remove that aliasing effect, we can use some anti-aliasing techniques or some techniques that are called as anti-aliasing techniques. So which are the techniques available? So we can use super sampling, we can use area sampling, we can use pixel phasing, we can use masking as an anti-aliasing technique. Now first technique I will explain, that is super sampling. So what do you mean by super sampling? It is also called as post filtering. In super sampling, the actual pixel, it is divided into 9 subpixels. Here you can see those are divided into 9 subpixels. And the line with 0 width is considered for the super sampling. Now in this method, you have to count the number of subpixels covered by that particular line. So you can count. So this is 1, 2nd and 3rd. So 3 subpixels are covered. Here in this case single subpixel is covered. So you have to count the number of subpixels. So you will find that subpixels counting will be 1, 2 or 3. So maximum 3 subpixels will be covered by the line and minimum will be 1. Now based on that number of covered subpixels, you can assign the intensities, so that whichever pixel which covers number of subpixels more, means 3, so assign highest intensity, and which is means in the pixel the only one subpixel is covered, so you have to assign the lowest intensity. So here you can see, here suppose this is the highest intensity black dark, this is nothing but you can assign for 2 subpixel covered pixel, and this is nothing but 1. So here is the variation you will find. So the 3 means the darker pixel, you can represent it dark, the 2 means somewhat faint, and 1 means somewhat very less faint. So accordingly you can vary the intensity. So that is called as super sampling. Now we will discuss second method. This is first method. Now in second method is area sampling. It is also called as pre-filtering, area sampling or pre-filtering. So in this area sampling or pre-filtering, again the pixels are divided into 9 subpixels. So here you can see the pixels are divided into 9 subpixels, and instead of considering line with the 0 width, here the considerable width of the line is considered, means 1 pixel width. So you can see this is the line with the width as a 1 pixel. It is the width of line. So 1 pixel width line you have to consider, and after considering it, calculate the percentage area of pixel overlap by the line. Here you can see this is nothing but the area of pixel covered by that line. So you can say it is 80% area of that pixel is covered by that line. In this case, if you see only that much area is covered, so you can say it is a 5% area covered by the line. If suppose in this particular pixel, so that is nearly 60% area covered. So based on the percentage area covered of the pixel, you have to assign the intensity. Now here you can see, if suppose let 0 or it is 100% means highest or brighter point, if suppose 0% means dark. So based on that you have to assign the intensity. If it is 10% covered, you have to assign this intensity. If it is 60%, you have to assign this intensity. If 100%, you have to assign this white intensity. So that is nothing but the technique called as area sampling. Next technique is third technique of anti-aliasing is pixel phasing. In pixel phasing, the electron beam is slightly shifted towards line by fraction of pixel size, so that the pixels, or you can say the electron beam, slightly shifted towards line or towards the position of line by fraction of pixel size. You cannot move pixel wholly, but slightly you can move, means by 5%, 10% you can move. So here you can see, suppose this is before pixel phasing, and after applying the pixel phasing, the pixels you will find more near to the line part. So that is called as pixel phasing. So this is the third technique of anti-aliasing. Last technique is masking. This is the fourth technique of anti-aliasing, that is masking. So in masking technique, more weight of the subpixel near the center of pixel you have to assign. If suppose this is a pixel, you are dividing into number of 9 subpixels, so assign maximum value or weight to the center pixel and give less weight to the near or side subpixels. So if suppose this is the subpixel which is center, so you have to assign maximum, and those pixels assign somewhat less than the center, and this is nothing but very less than the center. So here you can see the center pixel is assigned with the suppose 4 weight, then those pixels are means which are left, right and lower and upper, those are 2 weight, and those are diagonal, those are assigned with the 1 weight. So that intensity is calculated for each grid of 9 subpixels. So you can calculate the intensity. If suppose intensity comes as 100%, so you can say, you can assign the total intensity as suppose 100%, 100, and now 1, 2, 3, so 4, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, so 16. Hence the center subpixel is weighted by the factor 1 by 4. So center it is given as 1 by 4 weight, the top bottom side subpixels weighted by factor 1 by 8, and this counter or near this last pixel, those are weighted by factor 1 by 16, so that whichever pixel which is at the center will be looked more darker or brighter as compared to the nearer one, so that we will get line with less aliasing effect. So that is about aliasing and anti-aliasing techniques. We have studied 4 techniques: super sampling, area sampling, pixel phasing and masking.